Hold on, that's my apartment in Berlin, just to give you a clarity on what you're watching right now. Let's get back. So I always pray after shower and thank God for everything I've got in my life, everything. And by the way, that's my new music setup. By the way, Prachi gifted me that car in 2017 January on my birthday. It's a Porsche, and after 1 year I got opportunity to work with Porsche. So now I'm telling her to send more gifts because it kind of works out. So yes, I moved to Berlin 2 days back from Milan. I gave away my flat in Milan, so it was kind of a difficult transition for me emotionally as well as in terms of packing. We're gonna talk about it, but first, as you have seen my apartment in a cinematic way, I'm gonna put the camera in middle of the room. This is the studio apartment in Berlin. I also have some space there and the bathroom is there. I'm gonna give you a 360 round view of my apartment, and then we're gonna sit down and discuss some exciting things. For example, you saw my music setup in this video, so I'm gonna talk some more cool stuff about that setup soon. 360 view right now. So this is a really beautiful house, and the best part is the company is paying for this apartment, so I'm not paying any extra cash on this one, because if you consider this apartment should be in the range of 700 to 800 euros or 600 to 700 euros a month. So it's a win-win situation because I get to stay in Berlin in summer, and Berlin is kind of considered to be the cultural capital of Europe, kind of. And that explains why I brought my music setup here. After Porsche internship, I went to Milan to close my house and to meet my friends and relax. I had a really good time there, and now I moved back to Germany for 3 months. I'm gonna be here for sure. Then I might be visiting India, and there are a couple of exciting plans over there. So now I'll be working for the company Deutsche Telekom. It's a really big telecom company, telecommunication company in Germany, and I get to work there as a service design intern, so I'm super excited about it. So while this transition happened in my life, when I moved from from Italy to Germany, there were a lot of emotions going through my mind because I stayed in Milan for 1.5 years. I had really good relations with people and spaces and places, super amazing, and it was kind of tough. But on the other hand, if you remember, I talked about minimalism back in the day, and when I started packing my stuff, it was too much. I was so frustrated by the stuff I had. I donated like 2 big bags of clothes and shoes, and still I have left with so much stuff in Milan. So I was really frustrated in this transition. So there are a couple of announcements I want to make, because if I make announcement on a video, it becomes a to-do list or a task list for me that I do usually. So just like the videos I started last year as a task, I started and learned a lot over time. I want to set a new goal in terms of music, because in India in 3 years I did over 90 concerts, from pubs to stadiums, on TV, everywhere. It was a really good experience. But then I moved to Milan, and I could do only 3 concerts in last 2 years. Only 3 concerts in last 2 years, which was pretty shocking. So I want to have a new task. This piece of equipment is pretty new. I'm not very comfortable going around it. So now onwards, I'm gonna make at least a video or 2 in a month, so that I'll practice and put something on YouTube on this channel, and I'm gonna try new things. Even if I suck, it's okay, because then at least I'll be moving ahead, and it will be like a amazing goal for me. So soon you're gonna see a couple of amazing videos every month. I came from my office now. Actually, it was my first day. It was really amazing to go to the office, which is really close. So I am kind of craving for coffee right now. So now let's make some coffee, because I brought Italian coffee. Coffee in Germany was not so good last time when I stayed here. So I bought some really amazing Italian coffee and some mocha and press. So we're gonna make a quick coffee, and then we're gonna have next announcement on this channel. while the coffee is getting ready, I would like to thank some people lately on the WhatsApp group of the alumni from my school, AG High School, Dapoli. They have been supporting these videos a lot. Thank you so much for this support. They're sharing with other people, and I'm really thankful, because it's really important to get appreciation. And as I said, appreciation is fuel to make these videos. And I also forgot to mention, I'm using Trilok Gurtu Zildjian special edition drumsticks, and the fact that I'm in Germany and Trilokji also stays in Germany makes it more special. Whoa, it's hot and I'm not really good with drinking hot stuff, so I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. Announcement number 2, hopefully the last one for today. Lately in the vlogs, towards the end of the videos, I've been talking a lot about topics which motivate me, which turn me on, and it's really interesting for me to discuss this topic on the video. So then I stopped and started thinking, why don't we start a podcast? I'm already talking about it on my Instagram. I really want to start a podcast. For the people who don't know what is podcast, it's basically like a radio show which you listen to. It can be discussion about some specific topics or some stories or some experiences or something related to studies, career, abroad life, culture, anything which comes to my mind, because it's not gonna be specific or particular towards some specific topic, because I really don't like to be in niche. I'm always experimenting different stuff. That's how I am. So I'm gonna start a podcast. Hopefully by next week or the week after next week, we will have a couple of episodes running and I'll post them. You can listen to this podcast completely as audio format on my SoundCloud profile, which is gonna be soundcloud.com/thefunindianguy. You can start following. There is no audio yet. Soon there will be. And there will also be this video on wherever you watch my videos, maybe Facebook or YouTube. It will be around 10 to 15 minutes, so I would suggest to listen to the audios while you travel, while you commute, while you are jogging or something. It's a really good way. And you can also suggest me topics to discuss, and sometime I would like to also get people on the podcast, so we kind of have like an interview or conversations. I really want this channel to be dynamic, because I myself believe in dynamic life, because I don't stick to one thing only, because that keeps my life interesting, and I would like you to be also more interested in the stuff I'm doing. So the 2 announcements are done. The apartment tour of Berlin is done. Talked about life, what's happening lately, done. So the last task on the list is, don't forget to follow The Fun Indian Guy on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter if you want to. And next thing on this list is going to be SoundCloud. Stay tuned. New stuff, new content, amazing dynamic shit coming towards your way. See you next week. Ciao, ciao.